Good afternoon to you all. Guys, in this video, I'll especially be talking about preliminary examinations, what is required to crack this prelims, which is conducted by UPSC. And this time it was conducted on 4th of October, but there are many aspirants who have flunked the examinations and they have been scoring nearby 50 or 60. So what they need to do, what they should include in their strategy, that is something I will be focusing upon. So first point, they should know that this UPSC exams, in fact, is not only an exam of knowledge. It will test your knowledge definitely, but 60% I feel the 60% role is played by your knowledge, and the rest is about elimination technique and the way you read the content, way you read the questions, what thought process is going on while attempting a questions. That is also required. So these are three things which are important for you to crack up prelims. And second thing, you should aware there is nothing called important which comes in the examinations, and most of the time the coaching institutes start saying that this topic was also important and this was important. Nothing. Whole syllabus is important. You have to cover your whole syllabus, and in the time frame like 6 to 7 months at least required for 4-5 revisions. Why? Because in one go it is very difficult for there are some subjects called environment and let's say economics, which require conceptual understanding. So in one or two reading it is not very much possible that you your level become you get to the level which is required for UPSC to crack these examinations. So you need to build up your concepts, and that concepts can't be built so soon. So that is why it is required 6 months around. And third thing I would suggest, you should go for a comprehensive knowledge. Whatever you are reading, read that stuff which from where you can build your concepts, where you can understand the terms and terminology. Do not go by the content which is like coaching material के काफ़ी institutes वगैरह होती हैं. So at the first go you should not go and attempt that. So what you need to do, read newspaper daily, and you should read this newspaper thoroughly. And once you are done with newspaper reading, at least you can make a notes, and if you find something important that you can add to your subject's knowledge. And a part of that, there are some basic textbook which everybody refers, perhaps modern history, spectrum, and people have referred Lucent also for this time for medieval or ancient history or art and cultures portions. And there are some other subjects called for economics, Ramesh Singh book is preferred, and for polity Lakshmikant and modern spectrum I have already told you. And there are some other books also referred by these by the number of aspirants. But more important thing is to not only to read through the textbook which you have referred, rather solving test paper is also very much required for this examination. Why? Because if let's suppose you have read the content and you have not solved any test paper, so you won't be able to retain that knowledge, whether what all you have retained, what all you have read, that should be reflected in your mind while attempting a questions. So you should know what is right and what is wrong. So that way your knowledge can help you in eliminations technique as well once you go and attempt the paper. And second thing, whatever extensive knowledge you have for preliminary examinations, even a small bit of knowledge, एक थोड़ा सा भी आपको, let's suppose you know where the Chola kingdom is and in which era they came to India. So in which कौन से region में थे वो. So these small things help you to attempt the questions. This way the eliminations techniques help you a lot, and your thought process also. Sometimes questions, we are not aware of the questions, and once we go through the statement, we find that there is some keywords given in the statement itself that you will be able to find that this is the wrong statement and this is right statement. So this thing also helps. So you should keep in your mind, you should be very calm on that particular date of the examinations. And what I would say, assess yourself before UPSC assesses you. You can solve many test papers, and you can build a surrounding and atmosphere wherever you find a doubt. You are able to at least solve your doubts at home, or maybe at the coaching centers, or maybe with somebody else. right? So that is required for preliminary examinations. And for mains examination, I would suggest first, before you go and attempt the examinations, you should be in a position that you have already completed your syllabus of mains subjects. जो भी mains में आप subjects choose करते हैं, let's say if you have opted for economy, so economics you have to, like, you have to complete your subjects as much as early as possible. जितना जल्दी हो सके उतना आपको अपना subjects को thorough knowledge कर लेना चाहिए. And second, then rest is current affair. Like there are number of papers, 4 papers for GS के लिए mains में. So that content you have already studied in prelims, and that is a overlapping content, and you will be like this time you will be reading ethics, society, a bit of world history, and governance part. I mean to say, at this stage, at the main stage, you need to build your concepts. You need to here you have to answer why and how these things is happening, how this issue has come to the forefront, and the way it can be resolved. So this type of like, what all you think about an issue, that is important, that you know the issue and you know the pros and cons of the issue, and the way you feel you answers, and you are directly communicating with the examiner, in fact, the way of your writing skills. So you need to focus more on your writing skills. Here again, you need to attempt more test papers. You need to you need to practice for your essay writing, right? That is the only key thing which can sail you through the mains examinations. And final, there is a interview process. Interview, you can't do much. Interview is something, you should be very much expressive. Whatever you know, you should be in a position to express your views, and you should be in a position to respect even others' view. Whatever being told to you at the time of interview, when you are facing the board members, if they what they want, whatever they have asked, answer them straightforward. If you like go around the issue and you are not answering properly, so that this thing you should minimize, because this thing will have a negative impact on the board members itself. They will think this man is बनावटी नहीं होना. You have to be real in the stage of interview. That is the only thing which is required. If you will be real, you will be honest. If you will be real, like what all knowledge you will have, you will accept. You will have acceptance, adaptability, whatever you were saying. And if you are, let's suppose you don't know the answer and you say, sir, I'm sorry, I have not read this, or if you have read that and you have not been able to recall, then at least accept that thing, right? Because the interview board member, they themselves know that nobody is perfect here in this world. So everybody has lacuna and gap of knowledge, and no one can memorize everything, right? So this way your approach should be very much real and more genuine, more practical. You would be in the time of interview, you would get probably a very high marks. So that was the thing which I wanted to share. If you have any query, you can ask us by putting your whatever doubts you have in the comment sections. You can put forward your comment, and I would be happy to revert on that. Thank you so much.